Bryan Gaiser is an investment advisor representative of Advisory Alpha LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. All opinions expressed by Bryan Gaiser are solely his own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Advisory Alpha. This recording is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon for investment decisions. Investment advisory and financial planning services offered through Advisory Alpha LLC, a registered investment advisor. Insurance, coaching, and educational services offered through Gaiser Financial Group. Gaiser Financial Group is a separate and unaffiliated entity of Advisory Alpha LLC. While tax and legal services may be discussed in the general course of financial and investment planning, Advisory Alpha does not provide tax or legal services. Please consult with your tax or legal professional prior to making decisions related to these issues. This material is not endorsed or approved by the Social Security Office or any other government agency. An annuity is a long-term financial product designed largely for asset accumulation and retirement needs. All guarantees are backed by the claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. All opinions expressed by externally cited sources are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Advisory Alpha. This is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon for investment decisions. The case studies presented reflects the specific circumstances of one client and should not be considered a guarantee that another client or potential client may experience the same or certain level of results. This is for informational purposes only and should not be construed as investment recommendations or solicitation. Names have been changed to protect the anonymity of clients and are not testimonials in nature. Learn, grow, and take charge of your retirement. This is the Wealth Thru Wisdom podcast with financial advisor Bryan Gaiser, founder of Gaiser Financial Group.
Bryan, let's talk about our perspective on retirement and the things that you work to debunk, not just here on the radio each week, but through your workshops as well. There's this list posted on GoBankingRates.com of the assumptions people make about retirement that can, in fact, cause problems for us in the years ahead. Some of these assumptions include that you won't live till you're 90, you will stay healthy the whole time, your expenses will decrease, markets will stay constant, inflation remains low, you'll be able to work. You'll get an inheritance. These are just some of the assumptions that we might be mistakenly thinking as we go into retirement. Bryan, which of these do you think or have you seen do the most harm to folks? And are there others that you want to point out?
You did miss one, and you will win the lottery.
If only.
See what I mean? It's just, we got all the bases covered.
Yep.
What are we here for?
Yep.
I'd say the biggest one is, and the number one scare is I don't want to outlive their money, right?
Sure.
Don't want to outlive my money. And so I won't live till 90. I'll be okay. I die in my early 80s. I have a client right now. We always die in our early 80s. He's 86. So he's out of that, and he's in good health. I think he takes one or two medications.
Oh, wow.
So him living longer. My family drops off earlier. He said, my wife, though, they live a long time, and they're both in reasonably good health. And he's 86. She's 79. Without saying their names, but the bottom line is he was way off on that one. He's been a client for about 20 years.
Wow.
And I was just,
got it.
No, only the way he spoke, I thought I was going to keep him about 10 years. But anyways, I think that's the biggest one is how long will I live?
Okay.
We're living longer, not necessarily healthier. I'll stay healthy. They did stay healthy. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But, expenses will decrease. And to some degree, that is true a lot of the times. About 60%, 70% of the time, they do decrease. It depends on, when they don't, where the majority of the reasons for it not decreasing, they give a little too much help to their kids. Ones that should be support themselves, even at those kind of ages, even at 50, that kind of stuff. So that's what I'll see. So, so if you're taking care of a kid, it's okay. And I say kid 40, 50.
Yeah.
Pull the plug. They'll be all right. They'll figure it out. They'll make it work. And I think that's something I see a whole lot of to really bring down a retirement. So just, step back, say, hey, love you, but got to go. A lot of folks, they're, still carrying the cell phone bills. And so, it's just, we got to break that habit. You got to be self-sufficient. You got to make it work. If you can't afford what you got, you're going to have to sell it, get something else or change. Get a better job, get a second job. We got to start thinking like that in that respect. I think a big thing is, like you say, I will live to even longer. The opposite of that.
Okay.
You think about it from that standpoint. Yeah. And remember, folks, if you want to sit down and it's a lot of these things, these questions just run through your mind. 336-586-5861, 336-586-5861. I'll sit down with you. We'll debunk the bad stuff and bring in the good stuff and really just show you some reality about retirement so that you make the right choices, especially when it comes to taxes. If you want to pay more on taxes, don't come see me, because my goal is make sure you pay the least amount of taxes as possible.
Yeah.
I'm here in Greensboro, right off of Friendly Avenue near Guilford College. So you know where I'm at. And happy to sit down with you hour and a half and put together a good base plan that day, and then expand on it as much as we need to in order to make sure your retirement is successful. So 336-586-5861. Another big area, Heather. Oh, the market, it comes back pretty rapidly. You never know.
Yeah.
I hope we don't go through another 08.
Right.
But how much do you have in reserve? What do your accounts look like from that standpoint? Do you have a reserve? Do you have known income that is at surplus levels so that you have more than enough coming in that you can turn around and continue to pay yourself? I'm a big fan of using dividends inside of your IRAs so that those dividends keep buying on your behalf, because now you've retired. You can't contribute to your IRAs. You can't contribute to your Roths, right? Unless you go get a part-time job, but your dividends can. So a lot of people, it's all the small strategies that we talk about on a week-to-week basis that makes it a successful retirement for the folks we're talking to.
Got it.
A lot of people think they'll be able to work. I just had a client, unfortunately, pass away, and he's been in retirement about 4 years, thinking he's going to live fine. He was in excellent health.
Wow.
Then the old ugly ALS come along and got him out of the blue, and just passed away here recently. Wonderful human being. Wife's a wonderful person. The beauty is they had life insurance.
Okay.
And it paid off all the debt. She's still working, younger, so she's still working. Going to continue to work a little bit longer. Okay. But she'll be able to retire at 65 just because all the debt's gone, and she can put more time into the contributing to 401ks, IRAs, things of that nature while in retirement. So it's just, there's a lot of things you can't prepare for everything.
Right.
But you can prepare for most. Okay. So everybody tries to say, I got to get 100% covered. No, try to get 70, 80%. Then every day just kind of pick at it. But, and you'll get an inheritance. Well, in the same month.
That's kind of like thinking I'll win the lottery. I mean, don't plan on an inheritance. I mean, seriously, maybe you'll get it. And if you get it, great. But because like my parents are getting into their 80s, and, maybe they'll leave me some money, but I'm not betting on that, because it's not their job to make sure I retire successfully. It's their job to take care of themselves. And it's my job to take care of myself. And I don't want them to worry about leaving me money. So if I get some inheritance, fine. If I don't, also fine.
It's so true. It's so true. But all these kind of questions start running. You know what? All these questions we just talked about, these are the main questions, too, that go through people's heads. Yeah. It shuts you down and you do nothing. Yeah. That's why you got to pick up that phone. Yeah. 336-586-5861. 336-586-5861. We'll sit down for about an hour, go over your situation. I promise you I'll give you a lot of answers to a lot of these questions. And the ones I don't know, I'm going to figure out for you. Yeah. And it costs you nothing. You know what it does, though? You get a lot of reward from it. You get a lot of, if you will, get to relax. Oh, there are answers to these questions. Yeah. And a lot of them are a little more simple than you think. I mean, they really are. They're not as difficult, I guess is a better way to put it. They're not as difficult as you would think. And so, folks, you just got to make the effort. You got to take that next step. 336-586-5861. We sat down and we go over your big picture. We go over, what if you live long? What if you don't inherit? All of these kinds of things. And it's up to you to make sure you take care of your health. It's up to you to, just keep a simple workout regimen. Everybody, like the 1st of January, everybody's shooting out to the gym. You need to take a step back. Nothing wrong with going to the gym, but don't go 7 days a week. Go a couple of days a week, and then work your way up to 3 days and work your way up to 4. If you just get the habit built, and that's no different in retirement, build your good retirement habits, you'll have an excellent retirement. Yeah. Barring any major unforeseens, right? Folks, 336-586-5861. Give us a call now.
Thanks for listening to the Wealth Thru Wisdom podcast. To learn more, visit geiserfinancial.com. Bryan Gaiser is an investment advisor representative of Advisory Alpha LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. All opinions expressed by Bryan Gaiser are solely his own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Advisory Alpha. This recording is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon for investment decisions. Investment advisory and financial planning services offered through Advisory Alpha LLC, a registered investment advisor. Insurance, coaching, and educational services offered through Gaiser Financial Group. Gaiser Financial Group is a separate and unaffiliated entity of Advisory Alpha LLC. While tax and legal services may be discussed in the general course of financial and investment planning, Advisory Alpha does not provide tax or legal services. Please consult with your tax or legal professional prior to making decisions related to these issues. This material is not endorsed or approved by the Social Security Office or any other government agency. An annuity is a long-term financial product designed largely for asset accumulation and retirement needs. All guarantees are backed by the claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. All opinions expressed by externally cited sources are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Advisory Alpha. This is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon for investment decisions. The case studies presented reflects the specific circumstances of one client and should not be considered a guarantee that another client or potential client may experience the same or certain level of results. This is for informational purposes only and should not be construed as investment recommendations or solicitation. Names have been changed to protect the anonymity of clients and are not testimonials in nature.